Welcome on back. Time now 6:44 in your Capital Watch. As the war with Iran continues to develop, Iran state media has announced a new supreme leader. The son of the country's former supreme leader is now his father's successor. So let's go live to Scripps News Group national correspondent Joe St. George. And Joe, who is this man and what does his selection signal? Is this something the U.S. government is taking note of?
Well, they're certainly taking a note of it, but if you're someone who's hoping for a quick end to this conflict, and really who among us isn't, this is the exact opposite of someone that you would want to be leading. I mean, this is the son of the former supreme leader of Iran, a former supreme leader who the U.S. and Israeli military recently killed. Mujtaba Khamenei is viewed as a victory for hardliners. He's someone who the world doesn't know much of. This is not a figure who's been giving public policy speeches for years. He's really been operating in the background, in the shadows. He is a noted teacher in Iran. But besides that, there isn't much known about him other than the fact he is the son of the former supreme leader. This carrying on what we see in other Middle Eastern countries, almost a monarchy of sorts, or at least attempting to be formed in Iran. We kind of knew this was coming. Last week, Mujtaba Khamenei's name emerged. The first thing was unclear was who's still alive and who's not, right? It's capable of winning the selection by a group of clerics in Iran to be the next supreme leader. When President Trump last week was asked about the possibility of this man being the next supreme leader, President Trump said it was, quote, unacceptable. One thing is abundantly clear. The new supreme leader has a giant, massive, and that may be an understatement, target on his back. Israel's military and government has said they will continue pounding Iran's leadership unless there is a change in philosophy. This does not represent a change in philosophy, but it does represent a major development in Operation Epic Fury. Iran now has a supreme leader, and again, a leader who looks to be continuing on with the current regime of the country.